Hello everyone and welcome back to the Forestation Challenge series. And by the looks of it, we are starting to enter that time of the year when the sun doesn't rise until 8 am. But that will not stop us from continuing with our calling, or should I rather say with our challenge. In the last episode, we have made it to the magical land of triple digits with our 100th tree, which has made me a bit concerned since it took us only 2 plots to get to that number. And you might say, yeah, but that are 2 plots out of 50, so you are doing great. Until you realize that these 2 plots are by far the smallest ones on the map. But enough of me procrastinating. Where did I leave my tractor at? Oh yeah, at the old sawmill, with the crane extended. Perfect. So, I better fix the crane and get the rig back to our plot, and then continue where we had left off. Whoa! Now who has taught you how to drive? I nearly crashed into you. Luckily I have good brakes. But still. And we are back, and it is still dark. But thankfully we have lights on our tractor, only for this reason. But first I will go out and check where is the best spot for us to work at today. We found out in the last episode that the spruce trees are not as valuable as in our case the ponderosa or the lodgepole pine are. So, since I do need a lot of money for something I want to buy today, I will go with the pine trees instead. Only problem that we have right now is the terrain. It is way too steep for our Massey, and since we are on a hillside with a pond at the bottom, I will need to fall the trees down it instead of up. And we know that the Massey isn't powerful enough to pull them up the hill. Or technically, it can pull them. It's just gonna take the whole day for just 2 trees. So that means that we aren't capable of clearing this lot of them. But if we head down the road a bit and look to the other side of the plot, we still have a hillside, but now there's a road at the bottom. So yeah, we can cut down these trees so that they fall up the hill and then winch them down. And this lot over here will be perfect for that. And we have a nice bunch of them in the same area, hopefully enough for a full trailer load. Now to test the theory out. Cut it down so that it falls up the hill, and then the whole tree shoots up into the air and slides down the hill a bit. Exactly as I wanted. I think I have fallen them in a wrong order. Luckily, I can chop it from the other side as well. Actually, that might even be a better way of doing it, since the chainsaw can for some reason cut lower when it is upside down. Logic brought to you by none other than Giant Software. I'm just kidding, I love the game and can't wait for the Farming Simulator 25 to come out. Speaking of which, do y'all think that they will improve the forestry side of the gameplay? All that I heard about it was the rice and some fancy water simulations. Oh, and that the trees will look a bit nicer with way more branches. And I do agree right now that they do all look kind of the same. Or technically they are 4 different kinds, but let's be honest, they all look identical. I, personally, hope that you will be able to use the processed wood from the sawmill to build some of the buildings, similar to the roller coaster where you need to supply the planks, beams and shingles. There was some hinting to that, but who knows. I am still hopeful though. Enough of me rambling about FS25, we have logs to cut down and trees to load up. So it's time for me to wake the Massey up. Oh, we are running low on fuel, but it's not yet in the red, and we do have 6.5 hours on it, and it only drank 8/10 of the tank, so I think it should be enough for today. First up, where are we going to make a pile at? This spot isn't half bad, there is some space on the side, and it is relatively flat. Down there does look better, but it is way further away, which our Massey won't approve of, so this is our current spot. It is nice that the trees just go down the hill by themselves as soon as you attach the winch to them. But then they veer way off course, almost hitting another tree, or in this case, going on the opposite side that the cable is going. Now, since this is a game theoretically, the cable just nonchalantly passes through the tree that is in the way. But if this was in real life, oh, you would be in a world of trouble right now. So I am pretty happy that this isn't real life. There we go, the first batch of 4. Oh, we seem to be too heavy. So let's call it first batch of 3. Oh, wait, we are not on our plot here, are we? Well, I'm not dragging them back up to my land, so... Lumberjack mod, help me please. There we go. Now I should be able to cut them. All I need to do is to remember that I need to turn it off once I am done. Well, here's another thing that I want in FS25. If I cut down a tree on my property, and it is my tree, but if it somehow falls on my neighbor's property, or I happen to winch it out of my property, like right now, just let me cut it up. I mean, I already cut it down, so why would anything change if the tree isn't on my land? Please explain me that. Well, there we go. It did take a wee bit of time and nerves slash effort, but now we hopefully have a full trailer load of logs ready to be sold. And how about we find out right now if we really have a full trailer load? Wait, I knew I had forgotten something. How is the used market looking? Anything good? A combine harvester, like we need one of those in this series. A drop deck trailer, it would be nice, but we currently don't need it. Plus we don't have a truck for it. So yeah, nothing of interest for us. How about that? We had the perfect number of logs for the whole trailer. We will just ignore this little fella that I forgot about. Where will we be selling the wood at? The sawmill, by the looks of it. I think that I can get back to the main road if I go to the right down by the intersection. And yep, it goes right by the little pond that we own now, theoretically. Whoa, that was close. I better be more cautious taking tight turns today. Oof. We definitely made it a bit top heavy today. Maybe the next load I should put the heavier logs at the bottom. Whew, made it with no accidents, luckily. Oh my, 27 grand. That right there is definitely the best paid load in this series. You know what that means? We are selling the pine straight to the sawmill, and the spruce will need to hold on until I can afford the old sawmill, so that we can turn them into wood beams. Well, I think that we have enough money for what is coming up next. I was looking through ModHub today, and I stumbled upon this gem of a mod by Black Sheep Modding. A funny enough Massey Ferguson 320 skidder. It is old, but it has the power, it has the winch and the grapple. Plus it has a blade in the front. All that it needs is a bit more traction. Oh, I hope these chains will do the trick. Oh, that was close. I better move the fan out of the way and turn it off so that we can hear how it purrs. Wait, what? That's a big ass gap to go from the step into the cab. Like, how do you get in if you're wearing work pants? Like, you actually need to jump from it into the cab. Like, wouldn't it be just easier to put another step in the middle? Enough of me analyzing the modder's work of the model. I want to hear the sound design. Not too shabby, kind of loud, but that is what you expect from a machine that tows logs and hasn't got a proper cab, only a roll cage. Plus, it's pre-emissions, so there's no DEF. Okay, so we have lock and unlock grab. Grab up and down, and open and close grab. Then we have lift and lower blade, and that's it. So we don't have any rotation on the grab, so that should be interesting, especially when you want to grab the logs. We'll find out shortly. Probably foreshadowing, but who knows. I say we test it out before we lose all the sunlight. And I have the perfect spot to test it at. Right at the cliffside. There we go. 3 trees that we need to winch up, because there is a pond at the bottom. Wait, how strong is the winch? Oh, 15 tons. That is plenty of strong for 3 trees. First, let's see if it can winch up this hill. Huh, weird. Oh my god, that does not look good. Why is the tree not moving? Is it stuck? Let me try the grab instead. What's going on? Wait, I didn't cut this tree down. It's dead wood. That makes sense. It's meant to look like it fell and is stuck to the ground as a decoration. So that is why it couldn't move it an inch. Let's try the real ones now. The winch is working. How about the grab? That is going to annoy me. I can't use the grab because it's pinned around and is now parallel with the trees. And there's no way for me to turn it around. So, trial and error? Finally, I got them. Color me impressed. Going up this steep of a hill with two trees behind it, it's quite the sight, I must say. Turning with the logs in the grab will need some getting used to though. We have over 99% wheel slip. And I have rolled a skidder. That's embarrassing. Ah, much better now. Well then, we made some progress today, and we spent almost all of our money on some big toys. But unfortunately, the sun went to bed, and that means that I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe so that you won't miss the next one. Bye for now.